Welcome back to the No Bucks Given podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Aiden,
I'm Chris.
and this is episode 2. Episode 1, bit of a shit show, but
Not gonna lie, yeah, it was an absolute shit show.
but again, we're new to this, so as we promised, at least the quality of the camera is not potato.
Also, we have a mic.
A proper one, so we're not using my headphones this time. So we tried to make sure we did better. Hopefully next week will be even better than this. Hopefully. No guarantees, but you never know. All right. So we're going to start. I think a good place to start is the IIHF under-20s.
I have not been paying attention.
I have.
Good, because I have not.
So as we all figured, Canada and US made the next round.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Both undefeated.
Okay,
the entire
that makes
tournament.
sense. Okay, good.
Both are undefeated, and a surprising one, for the first time in IIHF under-20 history, Latvia has made the next round.
I heard about that on 650 actually.
Yeah.
Yesterday actually, I heard about it. Yeah, it was yesterday. I was listening. Apparently that was their first win in like 10 years or something like that.
Up until now, they're 0-27 for these games.
Oh God, Latvia.
Now they're 1-27.
Latvia, get your shit together.
They did. That's why they won.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, get your shit together.
I mean, it's kind of a weird underdog story for them because they weren't even because of their losing record. They weren't even originally considered for these games. It was originally going to be Russia and Belarus, but because
Russia doing what Russia did in Ukraine,
they got kicked, and Latvia got in. And man, they're in, and they're on to the next round. It was I watched some videos of it, and man, they were all excited. They were all like, "We know this is gonna be a tough tournament, but we're so proud of our guys. Let's go get ice cream." It was literally, "Let's go get ice cream."
Well, I mean, they're all underage, so
Exactly.
They can't exactly go out and hit up the bar. I mean, technically they are in Alberta.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
So,
but
some of the guys probably can, you know.
Probably.
Drinking age is 18.
Probably. Hopefully they don't pull a Florida Panthers. If you know, you know. But yeah, congratulations to Latvia. That's impressive. Now let's get on to the NHL prospects. Because obviously there's quite a few NHL prospects that got drafted that are playing in these games. Okay, hey, so all that's getting cut out. Oh, I just spent 10 minutes looking for a fucking stupid page.
Yep.
Because I'm trying to find the World Juniors prospects. So obviously, like I mentioned, and multiple NHL teams have prospects.
In this tournament, yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to mention like the top point scorers for the prospects and all that. So at the very top, we have Anaheim.
Great.
Who has McTavish. And he's leading all scorers in the U20's. As if Anaheim, who already has Trevor Zegras and Troy Terry, need another fucking great-ass player.
Great.
So Anaheim Ducks, with their prospects, these are their prospects with all the countries. He's just totaled up over the course of the last 4 games for each team. Anaheim Ducks have 24 points. And every other team has at least 1 point, minus 3 teams. Can you guess which ones? And I'm pretty sure you'll actually be kind of surprised which teams don't have any prospects with any points in these games.
Well, I know that we have 4.
Yep.
Buffalo?
Nope.
No points for Buffalo.
No, Buffalo has 6 points.
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to go with top tier teams then. I'm going to say
I'll give you 2 more guesses.
Vegas.
Vegas has 7.
Oh, you're not gonna let me cheat.
Nope.
Uh,
No cheating.
You're putting me on the spot here.
I know, so I'm like, you're not going to get it.
Arizona.
Arizona has 6 points.
Fuck. Okay.
The 3 teams with 0 points in these games are Pittsburgh,
I was gonna say them.
St. Louis,
Okay.
and Seattle.
Really?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Those 3 teams have not even a single point. And every other team has, at the very minimum, 3. The 2 teams with only... 3 teams with only 3 points. Edmonton, Washington, Winnipeg. Vancouver has 4. And then, yeah, it goes up the list. Boston, 10. I'm going to only say like the top 5. Anaheim, obviously, with 24. Boston, and with 10. Montreal with 12. Detroit with 17. And Ottawa with 14. And I completely missed it, but New York Islanders have 18.
Holy shit.
Your Leafs are also doing pretty well with 12 points.
Good. Okay.
But yeah, every other team at least at the very least has at least 3 points. It's just those 3 that don't have any points.
Wow. Okay.
And I saw a comment: the Hawks have 10, including Bedard.
No, let's be real. That's Arizona.
No, it's gonna be the Canucks. Vancouver.
So Vancouver's on Team Tank.
No, Vancouver's on team Bedard's favorite team.
Okay.
Yeah, Vancouver's
okay,
Bedard's favorite team.
You know what? Trade Miller to Arizona for
a first round.
For the first round pick.
And just tell Arizona to tank. Watch, even with that pick, we're still not going to get first overall because as the NHL hates us.
Because the Vancouver curse of first overall draft picks. Yeah. All right, let's get this train back on our tracks. And
indeed. And we're going to...
I want to talk about Tyler Mott, actually.
Okay, we can jump back about IHF at a later time. And because we have a lot of time.
Yes.
But,
so, how is Tyler Mott still a free agent? I could have sworn he was a sought-out free agent this year.
Because he would have good cap hit. He's a good bottom pair dude. And good for shutdown rolls. Great on the penalty kill. I don't know. From what I read, there's 4 or 5 teams that are on Tyler Mott. And what makes me mad is Vancouver is not one of them. I don't know if it's because of cap or what else, but we're not bringing our boy home.
I think it's... Well, to be fair, we are over the cap by, what, 4 mil? Something stupid like that.
Yeah. Actually, I can quickly check on cap friendly what we are.
Okay.
But, yes, we're over by not a small margin. I know there's the whole Tucker Pullman and like going on LTIR, which will give us an extra 2.5 mil in cap.
Yeah.
But
because you have Furland on LTIR.
How is he still on our fucking books?
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't want to buy him out either. This is his last year on the hit.
Oh, there's not even a point.
Just don't even bother. Just suck it up right now, and then
he's gone.
He's off the books. Right? So
we're 2.75 over the cap. So even if we put...
Oh, okay. So we're in a better position than I thought we were.
Yeah. So even if we put Pullman on LTIR, we're still over the cap by about 2K. Sorry, 20K. Which is still better than what it could be right now. I know there's a few teams that are like easily like 4 or 5 mil over the cap.
Yeah.
I think one of them is Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas I know is over the cap, but I think 4 mil.
I
think it's 4 mil.
I'm 90% sure it's no. I think that was the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, because I knew that we were up against the cap. Like I knew we weren't that far above it, but don't want to know.
Oh no! I mean, it's fantastic because I fucking hate Vegas.
Oh, well, then do share.
Vegas is 5.79 over the cap.
Good luck earning money before training camp.
Ooh.
And nobody's probably budging with them.
No.
That's what you get for bringing in Jack Eichel. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens when you have impatient owners.
Yeah. But, I mean, back with Vancouver.
Yeah.
We have our first round, our second round, our third round. We have 2 fourth rounds. We literally have...
So we actually have every single draft pick?
Except for our round 7 this year. But I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with not having the 7th overall.
Seventh round just doesn't really do much.
Yeah, sorry, 7th round, not overall. I wish we had 7th overall.
Oh, same.
Oh, the good prospect right there.
Yeah, 7th overall. Wasn't 7th overall...
Quinn Hughes.
Well, yeah, it was Quinn Hughes. But I'm talking about this last year. Wasn't that Ottawa who got the 7th overall? Or did they trade that to Chicago for DeBrincat?
I think it was a DeBrincat.
I think it was a DeBrincat trade. But yeah, we're for cap space. We're not awful, because I was reading somewhere that Pullman still has a lot of headaches because of his head injury.
Yeah,
which in itself is a really rough thing to come back from.
I was hearing that this morning with I believe they're talking to Rick Dollywall.
Probably
on 650, and I heard him talk about that, and I was like, oh, okay, well.
I mean, it kind of sucks because Pullman isn't a bad player by any means.
No, he's not.
He just has a bad contract. And then,
thank you, Benning. Appreciate that. We don't talk about him in this podcast because it'll be a pissing show the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, like along the same lines of a contract that's not great is Pullman. Sorry, I literally just said Pullman.
You did.
Dickinson. That's what I was thinking of, Jason Dickinson.
I think Dickinson only has 2 years left on that contract.
He only has 2 years left on that contract, which is fine. But he really didn't show what he could do last year. Because even with the signing, because like people were like, okay, that's a little bit of an overpay, but we know what we're getting with him. We know that he could be a bottom 4 center.
Quick face-off man.
Good face-off man. Good, very defensively sound, which he was. He, I think, had the lowest goals against differential when he was on the ice.
I think he only scored, 2 goals in the entire season?
We knew he wasn't going to be a huge scorer.
Yeah, but we gave up the 3rd overall draft pick for him.
So, yeah, that wasn't great. Hey, but, I mean, defensively, he got what he earned. Because he was fantastic of not letting pucks go past him. And he was decent on the penalty kill, but we didn't see nearly enough of him on there. I think he could actually be pretty good for that.
Him also injured too. That didn't help. Played into an effect on it.
But I truly think with a healthy team under Bruce Boudreau from the beginning, this team could be deadly.
I think this team will be deadly.
And especially because Mikheyev, he's a pretty good player.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw him more in Toronto, so I never watched him.
I have a question though, and I heard this today with Dollywall. Do you start Dermott on the right or on the left?
I think you start Dermott on the left.
Wrong. I'd say put him on the right because he is a right shot, and in Toronto he was on the right.
But he's a right shot D?
I believe he's a right shot D. Yes, but he was on the right side of. But then again, you can still move bodies around because I was also hearing talks about pairing OEL with Quinn Hughes.
I'd rather put Hughes back with Shen. Those two were good last year.
They were.
Shen was definitely like a Chris Tanev light, and the fact that he was a bigger body who could stick up for the players when need be. I really like Shen.
I love Shen's contract. I love him as a defenseman. Like he is.
I mean, he also brings
that signing was a good signing.
That was a good he won a cup with Tampa. Yeah,
2.
Yeah, he
did back-to-back.
Right, he was still on the back-to-back team.
Yeah.
So he won 2 cups in Tampa. He's a good veteran player that can play good long minutes. Myers is good in its own right, but he can't play long minutes, which is what he had to a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Like he's good in short stretches, but
he
we can't
is.
overplay him the way we had to.
Yeah, I agree.
And so our top four is probably not going to be too much different from last year with Hughes and Shen, and then probably OEL and Myers. Or do we want to? Or would it actually be better for OEL and Dermott?
I would say throw Myers on the third pairing.
Because he's like I said,
he can't log that many minutes.
Not his age, not his speed.
What about Burrows?
Burrows, I liked Burrows last year.
I like Burrows a lot too, and we have him for one more year still.
So I think put Burrows with Myers. Because Burrows, I think what I remember, is a pretty good stay-at-home D.
He's a good stay-at-home D, and he is a bruiser of a defenseman.
I like Burrows. So like I think that's our top six. Hughes, Shen, OEL, Dermott, Myers, and Burrows.
Yeah.
I think that's like people shit on our defense a lot, and it's not great.
No, our defense is a bit of a joke. I'm not gonna lie,
but it's not as bad.
It's not as bad as it can possibly. Shea Weber. I mean, not Shea Weber.
What do you mean, Shea Weber?
Not Shea
He's
Weber.
a Hall of Famer at this point.
No. The Yannick Weber.
Yannick Weber. Okay.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Wrong Weber.
Yeah. Well, it's still number 6.
But I mean, like, it's not as bad as it could be. There's a lot worse defenses there in the league, but the thing, my question is, with what we're paying Mikheyev, are we really going to be paying someone $4 million a year to be a bottom 6 player?
I don't think he is going to be a bottom 6
because he's a left wing.
Yeah.
So who? Obviously, Petey's probably 1 seed.
Petey is a 1 seed, or he is
on
2 seed with. Remember, you also have JT.
Yeah, we have JT. We're not going to get into JT because this is just.
So you have JT, Petey, and
Besser.
Bring
back the Lotto line.
Yeah, the Lotto line. You have Bo, Garland,
Podkolzin.
Then you have probably Dickinson, which Mikheyev and Hoglander. Oh wait, you also have Kuzmenko as well.
Oh, we have Kuzmenko. That's also
that's a good.
Is he left wing?
He's a winger, I think.
I know he's a winger. I think he's left wing.
Or you put Kuzmenko with Podkolzin.
Bo works best because Bo was a 30-goal scorer last year, so we can't forget that.
Yeah.
Bo works great with fast playmakers. Pods and Garland worked so well with Bo last year. I think.
Or do you start Kuzmenko on the 4th line? Give him a little bit. Give him some PK time. Let him adapt to the NHL, and then you have him go up and down your lineup. And
I think
you also have Hoglander on top of that too.
Yeah, and Hoglander in the last 2 years, he was our most consistent player. Or at the very least, especially during the COVID season, when every other player seemed like they're giving up, he was putting in 110% every single game.
Yeah, and you can see it too.
Oh, you can tell he wants to be an NHLer, and he damn well is going to be a pretty good one. So my question is, does Rathbone come up? Because Rathbone was dynamic last year in the AHL.
I think he is going to start up here as maybe a 7th. See, that's the thing though too, is you could also have Burrows down in.
Yeah.
Oh, because think about Rathbone is no longer on his entry level deal. He can't be brought back and forth because he'll go on waivers.
And he's a good player. People will snatch him up
like that. So, do you have him start down in Abbotsford, and you start with your current defensive core? Somebody goes down,
bring him up,
and then you just bury that contract in LTIR. Even though they're fine, but I don't think that we'll do that because that is kind of the scummy work around the.
That's a Vegas move.
That's That's I wouldn't say Vegas move. I would say that's more of a Tampa Bay Lightning move.
Yeah, because
With Kucherov.
oof. But yeah, because Rathbone was unbelievable last year.
Oh, totally.
Even after he got hurt, he came back. He was like he didn't even leave. And I'm pretty sure like Rathbone was 90% of the reason why they got to the fucking playoffs in the first place. Granted, they got swept by the Bakersfield Condors, but all 3 games were hella close. Like literally, game 3 went to I think 2 OT. I could be wrong. I know it went to OT, but I don't remember if it was just OT or 2 OT.
I'm gonna say probably just OT.
Probably, but I mean for a brand,
I think it went to 2 actually. No,
but the point is for a brand new, for a brand new team coming from all the way from Utica up to Abbotsford to get into the playoffs in their inaugural season, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And now we have another new AHL team in the Coachella Valley Firebirds.
Oh yeah, I heard about that actually yesterday. Nope, today. Nope, yesterday. It was yesterday on 6:50.
Yeah,
Halford and Bruff.
Yeah, this will be their inaugural season as the official AHL affiliate to the Seattle Kraken. So, honestly, their jerseys are nice.
I haven't even seen them yet.
Their jerseys are nice. If you're good enough at editing, you should put up a photo of their jerseys when you're able to see it.
Well, let's take a look right now.
It's like a dark version of the Seattle jerseys, and their logo's pretty cool too.
Oh, that's a cool logo.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're nice jerseys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I know. I've seen them.
Holy crap, those are nice.
Hell, I made them in franchise mode.
Of course you did. I'm not surprised.
But yeah, so yeah, if you're good enough at editing, we'll put the thing up here.
It'll be right in between. Actually, no, it'll be its own thing, and we'll talk over.
Yeah. As for people listening on Spotify, sucks for you. Just go watch the YouTube.
Watch
video.
it on YouTube.
Give us interaction.
Give us views on both YouTube and listens on Spotify.
Shameless plug out of the way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting because last year I believe they shared an affiliate with Florida with the Charlton Checkers.
Nope. Charlton is we went over this. Carolina,
right?
We went over this last week.
Fuck, who's Florida's AHL again?
Again, I don't yep, internet. Google's is your friend.
Google's is indeed your friend.
Ramparts? No.
Florida.
I think it's something more like Rampart or something like that. The Admirals?
I was going to say the Milwaukee Admirals, but that's Nashville.
Yes. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's...
No, they are the Charlotte Checkers. Fuck you, I'm right.
Okay, then that means Carolina's sharing.
Carolina Hurricanes. AHL. They're the Chicago Wolves.
Because it was. I know it was at one point.
At one point, but man,
okay.
The Canucks went from Chicago Wolves.
No, they went from the Moose.
Which went from Winnipeg.
Actually, they went from Syracuse to St. John's to the Moose to Chicago to Utica to Abbotsford. I don't understand the AHL whatsoever.
And yet, everything else makes more sense to what their AHL team is. Syracuse makes sense for Tampa Bay. Utica makes sense for New Jersey. Chicago doesn't really make sense.
The Blackhawks!
I know, Chicago doesn't really make sense for North Carolina. But Chicago has Rockford. I don't know. I don't even know I don't know America. at all. I don't know if Rockford is closer to Chicago than Chicago, but I digress.
Again,
All I know is I was right. Fuck you.
yeah. Okay. I'll bite that one.
Yeah. But yeah, they're gonna be a new team. Man, we're getting a lot of new teams, and another new team, the ECHL affiliate for Vegas, is the Ghost Pirates. I think they're called like the Nevada Ghost Pirates or something like that. It's actually kind of cool. But I mean,
Pirates in the desert.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what?
It might not be Nevada. Hold on, going back, but yeah, Vancouver doesn't have an ECHL affiliate as far as I'm aware.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
I think it was Victoria. Yeah, because when we introduced Utica, we introduced I think it was either Alaska or Victoria.
Savannah Ghost Pirates, not Nevada. It's the Savannah Ghost Pirates. But I mean, like, so yeah, it goes from for Vegas. It goes from Savannah Ghost Pirates to the Henderson Silver Knights, which is to me just inherently lazy, going from golden to silver.
We'll look at Dallas's affiliate,
Texas.
the Texas Stars.
Yeah.
Then you have San Jose Barracuda, and it's the exact same freaking logo almost.
Yeah, but honestly, the Barracuda's new road jerseys are fucking nice.
No, again, I haven't seen, so for
YouTube, we're just gonna be putting up random photos, and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
I don't follow the AHL whatsoever. Like,
I don't know if it's been official. Oh, yes, it is. That's their new jerseys. It's clean.
yeah,
Like the gold, like the glacier blue. I don't know. It works a lot. It's a lot nicer than just the shark colors. I don't know.
Yeah, it does kind of pop.
Well, I actually quite like them.
All right,
But back to NHL talk.
let's get off the AHL.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
You know nothing.
Exactly.
Here, I'll quiz you last thing for the AHL. In the playoffs, how many games? What is it a best of for round one in the AHL playoffs?
Well, seeing as how Absburg got swept 3-0, I'm going to say 5.
Yes,
Best of 5.
Best of 5.
So basically, what it was in the 80s for the first 2 rounds. Sorry, for the first round.
Yeah, it's literally
and then turn into best of 7.
Best of 5 round 1, best of 7 for the rest.
So stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's go on to our main source of fun. So apparently there's been, according to Rick Dollywall, there's a lot of really good talks about Bo resigning. They're likely going to be talking about seeing him resign before the beginning of training camp, kind of similar to when they re-signed Hughes. Apparently management really likes him. They're really high on him. They want him to be the Vancouver's captain for years to come.
Makes sense.
I
totally agree with that statement.
And Bo's agent has also commented saying, "Hey, there's been ongoing talks. Things are moving forward. We're looking to get a deal done within the next month here."
Okay, so probably
before training camp,
either before or at the tail end.
Yeah.
So training camp is coming up really quickly.
Yeah, it's like the consensus is probably before training camp, but again, it's probably going to be at the tail end of training camp because at this point, it's just extension talks. His contract is still good for another year. So, like, they could very well just say, we're going to wait till next year to do it. But the fact that they're actively trying now shows that they're really high on Bo and they want it. As for JT Miller, nothing.
JT said, well, I heard this today. JT won't talk negotiations until leading up to the end of the season. It's on hold right now. Once, now we can still trade him away if we, want to and all that.
And, get a good thing for him because we're not going to be trading him away for scraps.
No, do it.
Unlike some people, I'd be okay with trading away for a bag of hockey pucks. Don't trade JT Miller for literally fucking nothing. Don't pull a Chicago.
Don't do what we did with Eddie Lack or Kevin Bieksa and trade them away for nothing.
And don't do what we did with Toffoli and just let him walk.
Oh, God.
But new management, I'm still a little bit like, okay, we heard for ages, and when we found out Jim Rutherford was going to be the new GM of Vancouver.
President
of Hockey Ops, whatever. But we all knew Rutherford in Pittsburgh, he was a dynamo for trading and getting shit done.
He wheeled and dealed.
Where is that? There hasn't been another move of like huge significance, like a trade,
since Tyler Mott
for round 4,
and then Dermott.
Yeah, and then Dermott during the trade deadline. Like, yeah, we've signed people in the offseason. Curtis Lazar, who is probably going to be...
He's going to be our bottom 4, easily.
I'd put Lazar like maybe a third line, and then Dickinson 4th.
Okay, that works, because Dickinson is just... Yeah, I don't want to pay that much for a 4th line.
I mean, he could easily go 4th line because he's actually making a good contract for a 4th liner, and like he knows his role. He knows what kind of player he is, and I'm okay with that. But I mean, like, I'm just talking overall, like, where has anything been? Like, did they just turn off their phone for the summer? Like, yeah, no, see you guys in a couple months? Because, like, there's been literally nothing on any fronts for any trades, any other deals, any signings. After, like, literally they signed Curtis Lazar, Ilya Mikheyev.
And that's it.
That's it.
But keep in mind,
and Kuzmenko, obviously, but that was,
Well, we knew that. We knew that going into the playoffs, basically, that we had him.
Yeah. It just became official now because of rules.
Yes.
But there's literally been nothing.
When you're up against the cap, you can't really do that much. You can't do that much stuff. Keep in mind, we're not the only team up against the cap. There's a lot of teams up against the cap. That's why you can't get trades in.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not like it's NHL where you can just turn off salary cap and start wheeling and dealing, right?
Yeah, but even with the salary cap on, I was able to just be like, okay, cap dump. So, I don't know. Either need to do like a cap dump trade and literally give away like, I don't know, a 4th or a 5th. And just to get rid of someone. Myers. Because, what is he making, like $6 million?
I think he's at 4. I think he's at... I don't remember, actually.
Puck cap friendly. $6 million for the next 2 years.
You know what? 2 years? No one's going to take that, I don't think.
No one's going to take that unless we give up, like, probably a 3rd or a 2nd.
Or if we eat salary.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'd be okay with
okay with eating half of it.
I'd be okay with eating $3 million because for me, that's as much as I'd actually be okay with paying him for what he's doing. Like, I can actually be okay with, like, if Myers was making $3 million, I wouldn't be nearly as upset. He's making $6 million a year.
Not one of Jumbo Jim's bad signings.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Benning, not Rutherford.
Yes.
Rutherford actually made some pretty good signings. Like Mikheyev, I think is a little bit of an overpay, but for what he brings, and if he can have a breakout season,
I think he will.
I think a lot of the Canucks will.
Yeah. Like I said, this team's going to the playoffs. I said it here.
You ready to hear first? Let's see. August 16th at 9:31 on a Tuesday. You heard it here first. The Canucks are making the playoffs, and if they do, all him. If they don't, all him.
If they don't, it's just the podcast.
If they don't, it's just a podcast. I mean, we're both idiots, so like you should take anything we say as gospel. Because if you do, that's on you. All right. So you want to get into the hot takes?
Yeah.
All right. So there's a profile I follow on Instagram called Daily Dose Hockey.
Yeah.
Who actually followed this podcast.
Oh.
Yeah. So thank you.
Fancy that.
And he had his followers submit hot takes for the upcoming season.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into it. It's only he posted 8 hot takes. I'll leave the one involving the Stanley Cup Finals for last.
Okay.
All right. So Jack Campbell will record a 40-plus win this season for the Oilers. I think it's possible.
I actually see that happening.
Because Oilers, well, their defense isn't anything spectacular. Jack Campbell has proven he's a good goalie. And with the dynamic power of their forwards, I can see them recording 40-plus wins for him.
I can totally see Soups just like...
I'm not surprised he decided to stay in Canada, though.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but he went from Toronto to Edmonton.
Yeah, but look what also have in front of him in Edmonton.
I mean,
he has a bit of a defensive core. Connor
McDavid.
Yeah, I was just gonna get to Connor McDavid, Draisaitl,
Right, Nugent Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hate the Edmonton Oilers, but if they're paying me and I got a chance to play with Connor McDavid, I'm fucking taking that.
He followed Hyman.
You followed Hyman?
He followed Hyman.
Ah, cool.
He followed Zach Hyman pretty much from Toronto to Edmonton.
Yeah, he did. All right, I think that one's pretty accurate.
Yeah, that one I can totally see.
All right,
I agree with.
Next, Jordan Kyrou will win the Hart. No.
Oh no.
No. He's not a bad player, but I don't think he's Hart Trophy caliber.
My Hart Trophy candidate is probably going to be McDavid, Matthews, or what's his?
Mine is McDavid, Ed Matthews, maybe Shesterkin if he has another breakout season, which he might, and Bergeron.
I was actually going to say Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah, I can see that. But he's not even in...
Taylor Hall again! Yeah, no.
I'd still take Taylor Hall over Kyrou.
I take Thatcher Demko over Kyrou.
But he's not even in the top 5 of voting, is he?
No.
No. Okay,
That's
good.
why.
Good. All right. Here, speaking of Shesterkin, Igor Shesterkin will get injured, and the Rangers will finish worse than 3rd in the Metro. Okay, let's go into just hypothetical. If he gets injured, their goalie tandem. Actually, I don't even know their goalie.
I don't even know their goalie tandem.
I don't either.
I was gonna say Lundqvist, but
Lundqvist.
That's a few years ago.
That's a few years ago, and he was.
Didn't they also just trade?
They traded Georgiev to Carolina.
Colorado.
Colorado. Thank you. C names.
All right.
Their goalie tandem. So hold on. Tampa Bay, Detroit, Boston, Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, Buffalo. Halak.
I knew it. I was going to say.
They signed your Halak? Did they not watch last season? I mean, granted,
I'm gonna say he's gonna get injured, and they're going to miss the playoffs.
okay, I mean, I will give him the fact that we did not do Halak any favors.
Give him run support.
We gave him 0 run support. Like, how many games did he play before he finally got a win under his belt?
7.
Spencer Martin got a win before Halak.
Spencer Martin was the only goaltender to actually record a win, but that was not named Thatcher Demko. Figure that one out.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for him, but I mean, New York has a pretty decent D-core. They have Adam Fox.
Schneider.
They have Schneider. And they have Trouba, who's our new captain, which we covered last week.
We've already gone over that.
We went over this last week. If you haven't watched it, do it.
Have you been paying attention to us, or are we still that new? We're still that new.
We're still that new.
We're still that new.
Anyway, if I don't know either of their AHL goalies, so I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to look that up because I don't care.
Exactly.
But Halak, he's not a bad goalie by any means, and he definitely made some pretty decent saves for us last year. And even with his loss record, his save percentage wasn't awful, except for that one game. But
what, the Islander game?
Yep. But man, it feels so good to actually have a good goalie tandem.
I'm so happy that Spencer Martin is the back. I'm glad we only signed him to a 1-year deal.
Yeah. But yeah, if Halak's in net, I mean, he'll probably still do better in New York than he did in Vancouver because he actually will have some run support. But if Shesty gets injured, there's no way that they're finishing even like 4th or 5th.
I think if he gets, well, what kind of injury and how many games is he missing?
Yeah, but it doesn't say. It just says we'll get injured and we'll finish worse than 3rd.
I'm gonna say worse than 3rd.
Yeah, I'll say if he gets injured, but that's if he gets injured.
Yeah, that's if he gets injured.
If he doesn't get injured, easily 3rd.
Yeah. All
right. This one's for the New Jersey Devils. Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, and Dougie Hamilton will all pop off and are going to be all over a point per game, leading New Jersey Devils to the playoffs.
I can totally see it.
I can too. I don't know about point per game, but I can see them.
I can see one of them getting a point per game. I can see
Hughes?
that select the players getting a point each game.
Yeah, I know.
But there will be a few of them that do.
Hughes is due for a breakout season.
Yeah.
He got injured last season, but even still, he recorded, I think, 40 points. 40 goals. If not a little bit less.
I can, like I said in the last podcast, I can totally see New Jersey being a dark horse.
I can too.
And that's if that happens.
Yeah. All right. All right. The New York Islanders will pop off, going on another playoff run, while multiple young players have breakout seasons.
I can see it.
I can too. They don't have many young players because aren't they the oldest team in the NHL right now? With the average age around 28 or 29.
Lee, Hondersley, you have
Barzal.
Barzal's 26, 25.
Really?
Yeah.
I started been hearing his name for literally years.
I think he's the same age as Brock.
Oh.
I think it's the same draft, actually.
Yeah, I mean I think I read somewhere that they're the oldest team in the NHL, where I think New Jersey's the youngest.
Hands down.
Yeah, but I don't know about popping off. But this time they're not going on a 13-game run to start the season.
No, because their building is done.
Yeah,
I think that right there is what did them in.
I think so too. Going 13 games away from home.
Keep in mind, they also have Romanov now.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, I can see them going on a playoff run.
Yeah,
I can see them. I can see that. Last week we also mentioned our picks for teams that went on or would be getting to the playoffs. So go look at that too.
I honestly think we had Islanders missing.
Did we?
I think we did. Yeah.
I think we had them as a possible.
Because I had New Jersey as a dark horse in that division.
All right, next one. Binnington will be one of 3 Vezina finalists.
If he turns into Binnington again, yes.
If you turn back time, goes back to 2019 Binnington.
Yes.
2019 Binnington was something else. Holy shit.
Scary. When that team went on that fucking run,
that team allowed Patrick Maroon to get 3 straight Stanley Cups.
Almost 4, but certain Avs. Good job, Avs.
Thank you, Avs.
I love the Avs. That team is so nice, so fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh
we were all Avs fans that day.
Yeah.
But if he does, I can see that.
I can too. Remember, there's no Huso back there to help him get out of the shit.
Yeah, and his personality is just so like I want to
fuck you up attitude.
Is very much, and like he's been dying for a fucking goalie fight.
Come on, I want to be the next Patrick Waugh.
I won't deny goalie fights are a lot more entertaining.
I love goalie fights. Like I rewatched the Patrick Waugh versus Mike Vernon.
Oh, I rewatched the Mike Smith Cam Talbot fight.
Have you watched the
Waugh one?
There's actually more than like one Waugh, but
I know there's a few.
Have you seen the Sean Burke versus Tim Shields, Buffalo versus Vancouver in '97? That game was a bloodbath. Anyway.
But yeah, okay, we can see that. All right, now on to what Daily Dose Hockey's fans think will be the Stanley Cup finalists. In the West, they say Vancouver. In the East, they say Ottawa.
So a repeat of 1915.
Yeah, and say that all this will come to pass. That'll be the first time a all-Canadian Stanley Cup Finals will happen since...
I think 88, 89.
89?
Calgary, Montreal. When Calgary won the Cup.
That itself will be kind of record-setting. It's also, A, first time Vancouver gets back to the Stanley Cup Finals since 2011. And B...
The first time Ottawa gets back to the Stanley Cup since 2007 when they lost to Anaheim. They lost to Anaheim.
I mean, granted, that Anaheim team was a little bit stacked.
I called them the Anaheim steroids for a reason.
That was like prime Getzlaf.
That was a prime Perry and a prime Pronger and a prime... Well, I wouldn't say... Oh, they also had freaking Timu.
Yeah, no, they're stacked.
Yeah.
Ottawa had no chance. But, yeah. And according to that, the Canucks will win the Cup. It's our year, baby. Barbecue Bruce. Well, Barbecue Bruce will have a barbecue with said cup.
You know what?
I'd be okay with it.
I'm not gonna
totally
lie.
not biased, but I'd be okay with it.
I don't see it happening.
What, you don't see Vancouver winning the Cup, or you don't see Vancouver beating Ottawa in the finals?
No. I don't see those two teams making it to the finals. Then again, I've been proven wrong.
Weirder things have happened.
You're right, and it's hockey, and anything can happen once you get into the playoffs. First, you have to make the playoffs, and you need all fucking cylinders firing.
Yeah, I mean Ottawa, I can see getting to the playoffs, and I can see them winning a round.
I can see Vancouver doing the same thing. We went over this.
If that came to pass, how would you feel knowing Ottawa not only won a round before Toronto, but got to the finals?
Twice before Toronto has since God, what was the last time they made the finals in '67?
Yes.
Holy shit! I'm sorry, Steve Dangle. I'm adding him with this.
Hey Steve, want to come on the show? I'll send you a message. maybe we get 1 or 2 more episodes up.
Let's get 100 of these fucking things out before we
add Steve.
Yeah.
But yeah. How would you feel knowing that Ottawa won a round before Toronto?
I'll cry.
And I would laugh at you.
I know you would. You know what? Ottawa has won around before Toronto.
I know. But I mean, like, think about how long it's been.
2018, 2017? The Burrows trade. What year was that? 17?
Yes.
Yeah. Pittsburgh. When Pittsburgh knocked them out in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about with how good Toronto's been the last, like, 3 years and how bad Ottawa's bad Ottawa's been for same side years. And only for them to suddenly just make the playoffs and win a round.
Toronto, Vancouver's made it to the second round in 2020. You couldn't even get out of the freaking qualifications.
You lost. So bad.
I couldn't even beat Columbus.
Wasn't it?
It was Columbus that knocked them out in 2020 in the.
You're right, and then Columbus swept Tampa Bay in round one. Columbus beat Tampa Bay
because Tampa Bay won the Stanley Cup that year.
Oh, I was thinking the year before that Columbus swept Tampa Bay. It was the year before Columbus swept Tampa Bay.
Actually, it was they got swept, I believe, by the Islanders.
The year before?
No, they got swept by the Islanders in 2020, and then it was the Islanders versus
Tampa.
No, it was Tampa versus Islanders in the Eastern Conference in both 2020 and 2021.
And both times Islanders took Tampa to 6 games, or the Rangers this last year with a better team only got them to 5.
Toronto took them to 7.
I'm still mad about the outcome, kinda.
Too.
But it was a good fucking game. That was a good series.
That was not interference. I'm just saying that was not interference.
I'm gonna mark that clip.
Huh? Yeah. Knock yourself out.
Oh, an hour clip created from marker. Oh, okay, that's how that works. What? Cool, good to know. I marked the clip in it, and we just had like a nice little hour clip.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway,
cool.
So we can see how that goes later.
Yeah, once I throw this shit into the editor.
All right, and also I also a new who came out of the quarterfinals for the IHF. These teams will be playing the quarterfinals to go to the semifinals. So Finland will be playing Germany.
Finland wins.
Joni Jurmo coming up. Sweden's going to be playing Latvia.
Sweden wins.
I'm sorry, Latvia. You had a good run.
Sweden wins.
Canada plays the Swiss.
We win.
And
the U.S. plays...
I think that's the Czech Republic, yeah?
Yes.
That's Czech Republic.
I think it is.
Oh, yeah. It literally...
It says in the description, doesn't it?
Yeah. Finland versus Germany, Sweden versus Latvia, Canada versus Switzerland, and U.S. versus Czechia. So I was right. Cool. But...
U.S. wins.
U.S., Canada, Sweden, and Finland all...
You have the 4 powerhouses.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if Chechnya beats the U.S.
It'd be possible. And if somehow Latvia upsets Sweden, not gonna lie, I'd be okay with if Latvia goes all the way and wins gold, I'd be okay with that. Or at the very least, wins a medal. Because first time
if they play Canada, they're going to get their shit kicked in.
They will. Not only by Connor Bedard, but by Mason McTavish. Yeah. But if Latvia wins against Sweden, that means Jonathan Lekkerimäki is out.
We don't want that.
We don't want that because he has 2 assists on the year in these games.
He's going to score a hat trick.
He's going to.
No, he's not.
You never know.
Well, I mean,
weird things have happened.
If you think about it, though, Petey didn't have a good double World Juniors.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Neither did Quinn Hughes had an all right. It was mostly his brother that broke out.
Yeah, but Jack didn't even score a goal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Luke Hughes is the first Hughes brother in the U20 to score a goal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And that also leads us into like Jacob Trescott, who is used to playing with Hughes in Michigan.
And isn't he our property?
Yep, he's our property.
Ah.
I think he's gotten
Okay.
he's gotten 2 secondary assists. So Lecker and Trescott are the 2 people who have gotten points for us.
Hasn't
Yermo hasn't yet. He's had some good looks, but he's still figuring out his game.
I honestly think Trescott has a better chance of making the NHL before Yermo does.
Yermo, I think I've said this before, but Yermo has a higher ceiling, but Trescott knows how he plays. He's a good shutdown defenseman. He's not in it for like the flashy plays. He's just in it, does the smart thing, moves the puck up ice, gets it out of the zone. That's his job.
Okay.
He's a very good, from what I've seen, he's a very good stay-at-home defenseman. And he works well with superstars because he doesn't need to make the plays because he has them for that. He is perfectly okay with just giving them the puck, getting the puck away from danger, moving it up ice. He knows his role. Yermo has a higher ceiling, and he could absolutely be a superstar because he has the instinct. He just doesn't have the skill yet.
Well, again, he's still young, and he still has a lot of time to adapt, like to work on his game, improve. I heard that, from what I understand, he's a really good skater.
Oh yeah, he's pretty quick on his feet.
He has that going for him.
He actually had a shot on net. The last game, I don't remember who they were playing. Oh, it was Canada. Because he had a shot on that. He walked the line and had a nice wrister.
Yeah.
Pinged off the post. Now, granted, literally like a minute later, Bedard scores. But he has some good looks. He can make the plays. He just needs to work on his skill and his vision around the ice. Because he has some good instincts. He just needs to work on that skill.
Like I said, over time it'll develop.
Yeah. And I think for time for 2 sad topics in 2 different podcasts. Because yesterday was the 11-year anniversary of Rick Ripien.
Rippin.
I'm sorry.
Has it really been that long?
11 years. That was yesterday.
He passed away after the finals.
Yep.
Because that was after he signed as a free agent with the Winnipeg Jets.
Yep.
So, thoughts about Ripper?
I was too young to remember the 2011 Canucks that well, so I barely.
I remember when Ripper played his first game with, I believe, when Bieksa played his first game in I want to say 06, 07. In that
was range. He drafted by the Canucks?
Yes. No, he signed as a free agent.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He was signed undrafted.
Yeah, I believe he was signed undrafted. Him and Juice became really good friends down in Manitoba. Like they used to box each other.
Oh, that's cool.
Like that's how Bieksa got into the whole Superman.
Didn't Bieksa like literally jump a few times? Like you would jump.
Did you see him like beat Superman Gudis?
Yes.
Oh, when Gudis was still with Philly. Yeah.
Philly's always just been a bruising fucking hockey team. And I like
Two bullies. But back to Ripper. Rippin's first shot on net in the NHL was a goal. He will forever share that stat with Mario Lemieux. Because Super Mario did the same thing in his rookie year.
Man, like Ripper, like I said, I was too young to remember much of him, but I remember my dad talking about him the day he passed to my mom, and they were both devastated because they were
devastated too.
huge hockey fans around that time.
The day that Ripper passed, I went down to GM Place. I refuse to call it Rogers Arena. I went down to GM Place, just to pay my respects and all that. There's a lot of. I wasn't the only one down there. There's a lot of Canuck fans down there.
I would assume a lot of people wearing his jersey as well.
A lot of people wearing his jerseys. A lot of people were actually leaving Ripon memorabilia, like at the statue of Roger Nielsen, where he's holding the stick with the towel.
Yeah.
A lot of people were leaving a lot of Ripon stuff there. There's signs like. I remember it yesterday. I still haven't done what I said I was going to do, and I was actually going to have a Ripon jersey made up. Same with the Bourdon. Two Canucks. Ripon was technically a Winnipeg Jet when he passed away, but
he'll forever be a Canuck.
You don't remember him as a Jet because he never played a game for the Jets. He played.
I am happy though that Winnipeg on that day, Canucks made a post and Winnipeg did, because he was Winnipeg property, but Winnipeg understands that he was a Canuck first.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, literally, he's never put on another jersey.
No. He was actually captain of the St. Pat's.
Really?
The St. Pat's in the dub. But wow, time flies.
11 years.
I was 22 when he passed away.
I was literally 11.
Wow.
Yeah. I really want to say on that topic is we need to end the stigma for depression is a real thing. People need help.
And actually one thing I'm really proud about BXA, what he did was introducing mindcheck.ca. If you are struggling with depression or anything like that, go to mindcheck.ca. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Let's end it.
End the stigma. Whether you're male, female, non-binary, whatever you identify as, everyone needs help from time to time. If you are struggling, please talk to someone you trust. Doesn't have to be your family. Doesn't have to be your friends. There's so many aspects. There's suicide helplines. There are 24-hour lines for Canada, US, all over the world at this point. All you have to do, just search it up, say you need help, and there will be people there to help you. Reach out. It's never the end.
No. Same if you're in a dark place. If you're abusing a substance of any kind, do the same thing. Reach out. Let's put an end to all this stigmas. You can do it. Yeah, it sucks, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You might not see it, but talk to people.
Yeah. People will listen.
Yeah.
Simple as that. May not seem like it, but there are many people who understand what you're going through. Many people will listen to you for as long as you need. There will be people who will give you help. Please reach out to somebody. It doesn't matter who. Someone you trust. There's, like I said before, or what was the website you were talking about?
Mindcheck.ca. I think it's still up. I'm 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it's still up.
Yeah, but even if it's not, there's so many websites. There's so many help phone lines. And that's something else I love about the Canucks is that they do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
They actually talk about autism. They talk about
Canucks for Autism Network.
Yeah, they have their own help talks.
Yeah.
They have so many things, and that's what I love about this organization is they actually give back and care about the community.
That's one like yeah, we can bitch and moan about the team out on the ice. What this organization has done for this city, this province,
Yeah,
this region speaks volumes. We're two idiots on the internet, but what they've done, like, that's one thing I'm really proud about with this team. We in my eyes, we do it the best.
Oh,
we hands down, we do it the best across the league.
Oh, not
There's
even a contest.
actually teams that are copying our format
because we do it right.
Yes,
and I think I could be wrong, but I think Canucks started this.
You're correct. Under Pat Quinn in 1987.
Cool.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah. So obviously we love this team. We love what they do for so many people. Canucks for Kids, Canucks Autism Network, or they have their help talks, and just so many other things. And just like even the players, like Daniel and Hendrick, for example,
donating that money to Children's Hospital.
Yeah, BC Children's, and
like, even the stuff that Trevor Linden has done throughout the community and still does throughout the community. Like he's been out of the game since 2008. He still does a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
which is one reason why he is my all-time favorite Canuck.
Yeah, he's my mom's as well.
For the longest time, I was getting ragged on. Oh, he doesn't put up points. Yeah, okay. It's what he's done in the past I admire about the guy.
Yeah, it doesn't fuck. It could be someone who puts up literally like 12 goals a year.
He did that.
Yeah.
In his last year, he put up literally like 12 goals, maybe 30 points on the entire year.
But that makes the player. But the reason why you admire him is not because of the player; it's because of the person.
Yep, it's what he represents, and that's one thing I idolized about him.
Yeah. Let's move on to Happy again.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that in there because I feel like it's truly something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, did you hear about Jaromir Jagr ratioing a fan that saying Legends wouldn't be good in today's game?
Wait, what?
Jagr ratios a fan. So on Instagram, this was August 8th. So this was over a week ago.
Yeah.
But I only saw this a little bit ago, so that's why I want to talk about this. I'm not going to say his username, but a fan just says, "Bro, I'm sorry, but 50% of these guys won't even put up 60 points in today's NHL." And then Jagr, I love
fucking Yogs.
I love this response. What? I did it. 66 points at age 44, 6 years ago, and the same players on the list are better than I am. Mario or Wayne would be unstoppable.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Now, granted, today's game is a lot quicker.
It's a lot quicker.
It was back then. Keep in mind, though, too, is that these kids had the guts to try these crazy.
Well, I mean, we're seeing the Michigan so much now.
Did you see the post that the U.S. player did? I saw the highlight. Michigan and behind, off the post and out.
Yeah, that was Logan Cooley. Yeah, Arizona's Logan Cooley tried that, and then literally not 3 minutes later, another U.S. player did it and got it. And then a couple Canadian players have gotten it. Like, how are kids so good now?
I couldn't even, when I played, I couldn't even do that. I can do it with the ball. That's easy.
I can't do it. But when I played, I was a goalie. So but just knowing the reflexes some of these kids have,
That's the thing though, is because I have played in net before. For those of you who actually know me, like going back, when I played ball hockey, I was always a goalie. But like the way I would play it was, I would literally hug the post. If I saw that coming, I would get over and be as big as I can. That's not going in. There is a way to stop it.
Yeah. But like
don't be on your knees going, oh crap, it went over my neck.
Yeah, you have to know where they are and then literally hug the post.
Yep.
And if you have to push them away. Hey, but
just Tim Thomas them.
Yeah, exactly, Tim Thomas them. But like, man, the kids now are so good.
Yeah.
Like before we know it, we're gonna have McDavid's all over the fucking ice, and McDavid won't be so special anymore.
He already isn't. Okay, remember that 1-5 against the Rangers that he did?
Yeah.
This season, and
JT Miller
twice.
JT Miller did it
twice.
Yeah, and there's
Ottawa, and he did it against Arizona. Granted, it was Arizona and Ottawa, but
he still did it.
Those are NHL teams.
But again, there's another. I don't remember. There was another player last year who did it as well. I think it was a Rangers player or a Pens player. But I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure another player did it too.
Gensel?
Maybe? I don't know. Oh, but I know another player did it. That wasn't just JT Miller. But like, the game has gotten so skilled now, so fast.
I love it.
I love it too.
Don't get me wrong. I miss the hitting and I miss the like.
I mean, there's still some pretty nice checks.
Burrows.
Burrows and Ovi. Man, Ovi just flattens people.
Yeah.
I love it. I miss fighting though. There's still fights.
There's still fighting, but it's not fighting. I miss when guys are trying to kill each other on the ice.
I mean, there was a
good times.
Last year in the AHL, it was Vancouver versus San Jose. I don't remember the two players at all. But the refs were just letting him go. They just let him have at it, and I'm just watching this video of the Abbey player and the San Jose player. They were wailing on each other. And I was like, that's what you do.
See, if I ever made the NHL, I would probably be a shit disturber.
You'd be Zach McEwen.
Yeah.
I miss Zach McEwen.
I miss Volpatty. Aaron Volpatty, you remember him? Volps? Oh. No, I would be Gino.
Oh, of course you'd be Gino.
I'd be Ojic. No, I'd be Jarkko Ruutu.
You know who I'd be? I'd be Lou Erickson.
So you're gonna score your first goal as a Canuck on yourself?
As a goalie?
Oh my god. I'm lost for words.
Yeah, they're like, okay, they're gonna pull me. They're gonna pull me from net because they need the extra attacker. I'm gonna accidentally get it, trip on it, and it's gonna go in the back of the net and I'm lost when he touched it. All right, well, you want to hear a fun stat about the Sedins? I'm pretty sure you've probably heard about this.
Okay.
They used to switch their jerseys for fun.
Yes, I heard about that.
Bieksa told a story about...
He confirmed it.
Yeah, he confirmed it. The two brothers, that they would randomly switch jerseys before preseason, all-star games, and probably more. And there were times where when one would get kicked out, they would go over to the other, circle around and come back.
They would circle around and come back, and the linesman, the refs, and the opposite player would not know.
And they would just assume that they actually did.
Yeah. There's actual video evidence of it, too.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, you circle back, talk to the other, and go back in as if they changed. But because they're not looking at their back numbers, they're like, okay, he changed. No. I love the Sedins, man.
That just makes her Hockey Hall of Fame inductee so much better.
Speaking of Hockey Hall of Fame, them and Luongo were on the posters. Granted, it was Luongo in his Panthers gear, which I think, no.
Put
him back in it. I mean, okay, fair enough. His last team was the Panthers. He's gonna go in.
His second team was the Panthers too.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how many goalies we've gotten from Florida.
It's kind of funny how many trades we've made with Florida.
Because we got Markstrom from Florida. We got Luongo from Florida.
So, you want to do a quick trade tree?
Sure.
Okay.
Go at it.
So, you want to know how we got Markstrom? Give me a hint. Let's go back in time to 1998.
What? We didn't have Markstrom in like 2011. What are you talking about?
No,
2013. 14, right.
So, we traded Trevor Linden and Gino Ojic to the Islanders in return for Todd Bertuzzi. I'm just going to say Todd Bertuzzi for right now, but we also got Brian McCabe, which actually turned into a Sedin. I don't remember which one, but that turned into a Sedin. Anyway.
Oh, right. We made sure we got first and second so we could keep both Sedins.
So we trade. Who did we get for Todd Bertuzzi? From Florida? Luongo. We trade Luongo to Florida for Matthias and Markstrom.
In 2013.
2014. So, without this man right here, we would not have had Markstrom or Luongo. Figure that one out.
Yeah, because I remember a little while ago...
the Sedins.
We'd have one Sedin. Could you... Oh, that's such a weird thought. Having one Sedin on the Canucks only. Who was the first one drafted? Was it Daniel?
Daniel's second overall, and Henrik was third overall because Patrick Stefan went first overall. Figure that one out.
And who had the better careers?
Pavel Brendel was fourth that draft by the Rangers, I think. It's affiliate of the Rangers. I don't remember. But, yeah.
Yeah. The reason why I brought that up was because not long ago I was playing NHL 13. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, we still have Lou. Oh, Florida has Mark. Oh, that's how we got Markey.
2014 we made that trade.
Yeah, because I had 13. If I had 14, then I would see.
Yeah.
So we saw the Sedins. We still had Hamuse. We still had Kessler.
I think Ballard.
Yeah, we still had Ballard.
Was Derek Waugh on the Canucks?
No.
Okay, so that was before we did the Connaughton trade. Because we traded Connaughton. You remember Connaughton?
Vaguely.
No, not as a Canuck, as a Dallas Star.
Oh, yes.
He was our prospect. We traded him to Dallas for Derek Waugh.
Okay.
And it looked like we were going to get Yags in that trade.
Imagine if we did.
If we had Yags and Waugh, we would have not gotten bounced in the first round by fucking San Jose.
No. We would have gone back to Stanley Cup Finals at least.
Easily. Let's keep this going.
Alright. Do you have anything you want to talk about? I've been giving all the fucking...
No, basically, the only thing I wanted to talk about was Motter. Because that was basically the only thing that I added in to the bulletin board.
Alright, do we want to talk about NHL teams that own other NHL teams since 2010? In a sense, and not in the sense of ownership, in the sense of winning records.
Sure.
Alright. So the Lightning
Let's do that, and then we'll want to call it after.
Yeah.
After that.
So the Lightning own the Red Wings, 36-16 since 2010. Fair enough. The Bruins own the Sabres, 43-13-7.
All time.
This is since 2010.
Okay.
This is since 2010. The Penguins own the Islanders, 40-15-7. The Ducks own the Oilers, 35-19. The Wild own the Oilers, 33-13. The Predators own the Blue Jackets, 31-15. And my favorite, the first round owns the Maple Leafs, 7-0 since 2010.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it was Leafs. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And then someone else trying to make it better. Leafs only 6-0. They didn't even make the playoffs in the bubble. As if that makes it any better.
Ouch.
Yeah, but that was it. I just thought that was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that last slide when I did that. But looks like that's all our talking points for today. Anything you want to end on?
Not really. We basically covered everything.
It's been a very dead week, so we tried to stretch everything out as much as possible, and it looks like we did a decent job. We're at an hour and a half.
Again.
Granted, I guarantee at least like 50, I guarantee at least 15 minutes of that was bullshit that we're gonna be cutting out. But yeah, there wasn't a lot. Literally, there's been one signing since August 8th, and that's Chicago.
Cal Jones.
No, that was August 8th that they signed.
Oh, I'm off by a week.
Yeah, that was the most recent signing. And today was the most recent signing today was Jack Johnson. Chicago signing him to 1 year, $950K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you showing me that earlier.
Yeah, that's the first thing in literally a week. It's
because everyone's up against the cap, but what can you do?
Yeah, exactly. You can't really do much. So it's just like it's been a dead week. So if it seems like we're talking out of our ass, it's because we are, because there's literally nothing going on right now.
Wait until training camp starts and even the preseason starts. Like we're not
gonna have enough time to talk about everything that's going on.
No, like right now we're just trying to get content out.
Yeah,
and
man, we're gonna have like segments for, because like if say the Canucks play 3 games within the week, I want to go through each game.
Oh, that's easy, but yeah, basically, once the season picks up, like once training camp picks up, preseason and then the regular season, we're going to dive full in.
All right, so yeah, that's what we talked about. Bo, we talked about the U20's, we talked about the lack of signings, we gave our little homage to Ripper.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's.
We brought up Tyler Mott.
Unfortunately, I had to bring up JT Miller. But I think that's it for this week.
Yep. Yeah, thanks for listening and watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment for our YouTube.
Like and follow us on Spotify. Just at the end of everyone, we'll just do a couple plugs for ourselves. Our Instagram is no_pucks given. My personal Instagram is distorted.reality. That's REALITEA. I have to remember how I spell it because I spell it weirdly.
I noticed.
But that's for that. Our YouTube is obviously no pucks given.
Yep.
And it's the same on Spotify, no pucks given. And your Twitter? My
Twitter is at crazycanuck69. Our Twitter account is at no_pucks_given_. Yeah, we also have a Twitch account, but let's just hold off on that until we get to doing live streams once we get to that point.
Yeah. We're probably, like, when we get to that point, we're probably going to see about doing, like...
I'm actually just pull it off the YouTube tab for right now.
Yeah, because it's not there. But I think what we're going to do when we get to that point, just do, like, one live stream a month.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, yeah, one thing that we were thinking of doing, I'm thinking probably halfway through the season, we'll do a live stream of once a month, probably be on a weekend.
Yeah.
Because that would work best for both you and I.
I think what would be cool if it happened on a weekend, we could live stream the trade deadline.
If it's a weekend, yes. If it's not a weekend, we can't do it because we're at work.
No, I realize that, but that's what I meant. Like same with the draft.
Yeah.
Like round one of the draft and stuff.
And
If it's a weekend, I say let's just live stream it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's only if it's a weekend because we do have
day jobs.
We have full-time jobs. Like right now, it is. I mean, open up your stupid phone. What time is it?
It's 10:30.
It's 10:30 at night. Like, and I have to drive, like, literally 45 minutes back home.
Yeah. On the bright side, I don't have to drive anywhere because this is my home.
Yeah, lucky you.
But I still have to go pick up my girlfriend from work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Give us a follow. Give us a subscribe. Enjoy it. Comment down in the YouTube comments. Let us know how we're doing. If you have any suggestions, please leave that in the comment as well. So, as for me, I'm Aiden.
I'm Chris.
And this has been No Bucks Given.
No pucks. This many.